Are you a senior here in Orange County and starting to dream of a change? Maybe get closer to the family or your grandkid, or just a quieter pace of life and a lower cost of living. But the thought of leaving California and making a move all the way across the country, that can be overwhelming. This video is your literal roadmap to a stress-free out-of-state move. By the way, did you know that some states offer significant tax benefits for seniors? Stay tuned all the way till the end. I'll break down the states with the best taxes for your next move. Hey guys, I'm Lucas Smith, Orange County real estate expert and your local senior specialist. Today, we're tackling the big topic of seniors relocating and moving out of California. It's a big decision with a lot of moving pieces, and I'm here to break it down for you into more manageable, bite-sized pieces. Okay, first off, let's talk about it. Why are you leaving OC? I mean, we have sunshine, we have beaches, we have mountains, we have everything you could want. You know that as I get older, one of my most important things is spending time with my grandchildren. Fortunately, they're here locally, but if they weren't, I'd definitely consider moving closer. So closer to family and closer to your grandkids is an important decision. Also, let's face it, California, it just ain't cheap to live. We have higher gas prices, we have higher grocery prices, we have higher state income taxes. Everywhere you look, it's more expensive to live here in California. Also, let's face it, sometimes it's downright hot here, so maybe you need to move to a more mild climate with better weather that suits your needs. But as we get older, we desire just a little slower pace of life, maybe something a little more laid back. And we all know that the California lifestyle is go, go, go all the time. Look, I get this is a big decision. I never recommend that you approach this lightly. So I want you to weigh all of your options and make the best decision for you. All right, next, let's talk about financial planning. We all know that if you sell your home here in OC, you're probably going to make a profit on it. But you don't want to just make some money. You want to make sure to maximize your value. So you want to time the market correctly so that you're getting the best value for your home, because it's the money you're carrying forward to buy your next home, maybe put a little bit in your pocket so you have some extra cushion for retirement. It's a big decision. The money's a big part of it. And you want to time that wave just right. You're going to want to look at your cost of living in the new place. What's your groceries going to cost? What's your gas going to cost? What's your state income tax going to cost? I know I've talked about that a lot, right? Unless you're moving to like New York, it's probably going to be less. You want to look at how much you have coming in. How much do you have coming in on your retirement income, from passive income, from investments? All of those sources, what do you have coming in versus what's your cost of living going to look like in the new place? You also want to definitely factor in moving expenses. Like a lot of us, when I was in my 20s, I moved a lot. And usually moving involved packing a few boxes of my stuff, throwing them on a friend's truck, and moving them to the new place. And then as I got bigger and bigger places, I had to have more friends with more trucks, and I had to buy pizza and beer. And now, check it out. That's not even an option. I'm fond of saying, I pay people to move my stuff. You're going to have to factor in the cost of that. Look for a great moving company. If you want a recommendation, I can definitely recommend some, because you want to make sure that you're working with a company that's going to take care of your stuff and be cost effective. Look, with these things, especially like moving expenses, you have to set a budget and you have to be able to stay in it. Budgeting is mission critical. It's easy to go way over budget and spend way more than you wanted on your relocation. Next, we're going to talk about healthcare considerations. Is your insurance in the state that you want to go to? I had a friend that I golfed with for years and years and years. He would go to 2 states because his insurance was present in both of those. Other states didn't have the insurance company that he used, so they were off the table. He only had 2 states available. Where's your insurance available? And is it available in the state that you want to go to? And how much is that going to cost you? If you're on Medicare, what's your coverage? And what's the portability of your coverage for your Medicare? What does access to healthcare in the new area look like, right? Your proximity to hospitals, doctors. What kind of specialists are available that address your particular needs, right? Because I know that the older we get, the more specific specialists we're going to need for any specific type of care. You're definitely going to want to look at long-term care options. You've become accustomed to a certain level of health care, and you want to get continuity of your health care. You want easy flow. Okay, next we'll talk a little bit about selling your home here. I know I talk a lot about this in a lot of my videos. Trust me when I say, I just want you to hire the right professional for you to serve you in selling your home, no matter who that is. So people always ask me, Lucas, when is the best time to sell a house? It's mid-April when I'm making this video. And I'll tell you, right now is the time to think about getting your home ready for sale. You want to start getting ready in late spring before the summer market hits, because you don't want to be just one of the many people on the market in that midsummer market who decided to wait till after the kids got out of school to sell. You want to be one of those people who's first to market right in that late spring, early summer market, so that you can catch that wave and get the maximum potential and the maximum number of buyers making offers on your home. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about preparing your home for sale. And you guys, I've done video after video on this. There's a link in the description, so go ahead, look there if you want to watch that whole video on preparing your home for sale. But I'll just give you the quick overview. You're going to want to declutter, depersonalize, and I always say more elbow grease than money. It means that clean it more than you fix it. Make sure you clean it really well and look at your paint and carpet or paint and flooring, because those are going to be the two biggest things that are going to have the biggest impact on your ability to get the most money for your home. Finding a reliable agent, right? Don't just pick the first agent that you talk to. Interview at least 3 agents. Ask all 3 about their track record and for references from past clients. And ask them all for a marketing plan. Any agent worth their salt should show up with references. They should show up with a marketing plan. They should be able to talk specifically about what's happened in the market and what the future state of the market is. What are buyers paying in your market, and what are they willing to pay over value for your home? What about the other logistics of the move, right? Transferring bank accounts, moving car insurances, moving your car. Are you flying or driving? And if you're flying and moving your car, how are you going to get it there? So it's not just moving your stuff. There's a lot of other logistics around moving. All of these things are going to be critical. So think of all of these things when you're thinking about making a move. Okay, next we'll talk a little bit about the emotional aspects of leaving. The first one is primarily all the friends and all the family and all the relationships that you have here. I don't just have family here. I have people that I ride my bike with. I have people that that I'm in social circles with. I have, classes that I take on a regular basis that I do with my wife, where we have great friends there. I have a lot of connections to people here for things that I enjoy doing. So all of these things, you're going to have to get used to the idea of leaving this community and building a new community somewhere else. You're going to have to rebuild your social network wherever you go. The last thing you want to do is move someplace and feel isolated and all alone. Even if you're close to your family, if you have nobody else, that's kind of rough, you guys. Now, here's the biggest struggle that I find with people. People who've moved someplace, they haven't thoroughly done all of these things that I said in the video, right? They haven't checked the weather, they haven't checked the social aspect, and they move there and they find that it's something that they just can't stand. Well, here's the problem. Once you move out of OC, unless you just have oodles of money in the bank and can just come back here and buy at current prices, the likelihood of being able to purchase here again is very, very small. Before you sell and make that move, if it's financially available for you, maybe make the move first. And then if you like it there, sell the OC home. And if you want to talk about lease options and helping to lease your property to somebody for a year, definitely talk to a real estate professional about that who can do that for you. It's hard to lease your home, but it's even harder if you want to come home and you don't have a place to go to. All right, here's our tax tips. So I'm going to try and be accurate with these, but again, consult your tax professional. I'm a real estate broker, not a tax guy. So for seniors, Florida and Texas both reduce the taxable value of your primary residence. So check into that and see what your property taxes are going to be for those 2 areas. Florida also has no state income tax. Texas has a limit on how much your taxes can increase if you're a property owner over the age of 65 years. So definitely check into this, see what the limits are for you and how this would impact you and your taxes, because taxes is a big expense, especially when we're on a fixed income. In Pennsylvania, many counties offer some sort of property tax reduction for seniors. So definitely this is something you want to check into and make sure in that area it's applicable for you. Again, talk to a tax professional. Don't just take my word for it and then get there and find out that something you thought was true isn't. Make sure you know before you make the move. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you're seriously considering making an out-of-state move, please in the comments below, share what your biggest concerns are. And if you found this helpful, please click like, share, and subscribe below. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm Lucas Smith, real estate broker extraordinaire. Have a great day.